everyone? Welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, that means you're new. I'm Mark. What's good with y'all? Go check out my other videos. Check them out. Check them out. And sorry if I do constantly check the mic on this one. It died, no joke, right before I started filming this video. So I was like, yeah, got to get some charge on it. So if I constantly check it, my apologies, guys. But no more beating around the bush. You read the title. You saw the thumbnail. Let's get right into it. Florida gun laws. Open carry. When is open carry actually allowed, right? So for those of you guys who don't know, we do not, generally speaking, allow open carry here in the state of Florida. Now, really? Now, I know some people, sorry, she was very rude there. I know some people are like, well, aren't you guys a constitutional carry state? How does that work out? How does that work with you not open carrying in the state of Florida, despite the fact that you guys have constitutional carry? I'm going to get into that right now. So for starters, our constitutional carry, I call neutered. I call it just a half attempt at constitutional carry. And the reason why I say that is because I'm not even the only person who does say that. There are people literally in the Floridian government, for example, we'll take our governor, Ron DeSantis, who has openly stated, hey, I do not like this constitutional carry bill due to the fact that it doesn't have open carry included as well. He has openly stated this. Now, that's besides the point. That is besides the point. Overall, yes, we do have constitutional carry. Are you allowed to openly carry? Not 100%, but there are some exceptions. That's why I say not 100%. So we're going to get right into it. I have some of the exceptions listed down below, and there are some rules along with the exceptions, but that's a whole nother aspect. Let's get right into it. So for starters, law enforcement, very obvious. Yes, law enforcement can open carry here in Florida. I didn't think I really had to say that. I figured that would be the shortest one, but yes, yeah, that is obvious. If you guys have even seen a cop in Florida, you know for a fact they have their gun on their hip, openly carrying it. That's just how it works. That is just how it works. Moving on from that, when you're in your home. Now, some people might be wondering, well, what does this really matter? It's not like people are coming by immediately and searching your home and, oh, boom, you're openly carrying. And sure, I can hear the argument there that in the end, it's not like people are going to be looking. It's not like people are going to be going in your home. Oh, are you open carrying? No, that's not going to happen. However, there are some exceptions to this rule, right? So one, do you have to be the owner of the home? I'm not 100% sure on that one. I don't want to say yes or no and be wrong. However, I do not believe so. If you are renting a place, if I'm not mistaken, you are legally allowed to open and concealed carry in there. That is if you're renting it. Now, one of the exceptions for this rule, which it's weird that there's an exception for the law, but regardless, guests, even with your permission, may not open carry in your house. That is very interesting to me. That doesn't make a lot of sense in my opinion. I think that's really dumb considering I've been at several people's houses where they're like, hey, Mark, if you want to open carry here, go ahead. Because they knew I was hot and they're like, hey, I know he has his gun on his hip, but he can take his shirt off and just try to cool down a bit. Technically, that does fall under open carry. So there are situations where you might find yourself needing to. However, just remember that legally speaking, you cannot open carry at someone else's house, even if the owner of the home has given you permission. Moving on from that, that's something I didn't actually know. That exception, I did not know. Moving on from that, besides in your home, your place of business, some people might be wondering, what does in your place of business mean? Do you have to be the owner of the business? Do you have to be the owner of the building that the business is at? What is going on there? Well, from what I've gathered, and I should have started the video by saying this, let me tell you guys this right now. Obviously, even though I've said it several times, including even in one of the titles of my videos, I am not a lawyer. Do not come to me for legal advice. In no capacity will I be able to truly give it to you. I am not a lawyer. Do I know some Florida gun laws? Yeah, sure. I know some Florida gun laws. I know some federal gun laws. But am I a lawyer? Should you be coming to me for legal advice? No, not in any capacity. Please take what I am saying with a grain of sand and do your own research. If I'm right, which the research I've gotten, based off that research has shown me I'm right, then great. If not, by all means, correct me. And yes, I'm aware I'm probably going to be missing some exceptions here. If I do miss some, by all means, put them down below. Now, moving back to that, your place of business. Now, it really varies what business, right? Some people might be wondering, is it a matter of if the owner of the business tells you it's okay, or if it's the owner of the building? From what I've gathered, it's the owner of the business. Now, there are jobs like mine, for example, where you are required to carry. I mean, whether open or concealed, at my job, I have to carry. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I can't not have a gun at my job. Now, here's another thing I want to point out is just because you work there and you may have been given permission at one point by the owner, that doesn't mean that the owner or your boss cannot revoke permission for you to carry there at any point in time. Any point in time. If your boss looks at you and says, I do not want you openly carrying while at work, then you are going to have to either one, conceal carry, or two, not carry at your job. These are just the exceptions, guys. You have to remember that. However, there are some places, again, like the job I work at, I am an RSO and a firearms instructor. So I have to carry. Whether open or concealed, I have to carry. It's up to me which one I want to do personally. But that's besides the point. All of these seem to be the more obvious ones, right? Place of business, your home, law enforcement. Obviously, law enforcement can open carry. But the next two, they have an extra restriction on them, but they are still exceptions, right? So there's a couple restrictions actually on them. Next is fishing and hunting. In Florida, you are allowed to open carry while fishing and hunting and on the way to and from said activities. Now, a lot of people might try to look at this as like a loophole. Oh, well, I'll just open carry everywhere and have a fishing rod in my trunk and say I'm going fishing. Part of the law states that you must be traveling continuously to and from your destination without stopping. So that's part of the restriction here. So unless you actually are going to fish or going to hunt, if you're caught open carrying and try pulling that move, they're going to call you out for it and you're going to get arrested for breaking the law. There's no other way around it. Can you legally open carry while fishing and hunting? Yes. However, you have to have the correct licensing to do so. Some people might be wondering, is there an open carry license? No, nothing like that. You need to have the correct hunting license. You need to have the correct fishing license. And again, you need to either be in the middle of doing that. You need to either be in the middle of hunting or in the middle of fishing or on the way to or from without making any stops in any way, shape, or form. That is what the law says. Legally speaking, those are the exceptions for when you can open carry in the state of Florida. Now, again, guys, let me start with this right now. Well, let's start with this. Let me end the video with this. Do I think there should be any exceptions? No, not really. And the reason why I say that, some people might be like, whoa, you're against open carry? No, I'm not against open carry at all. I just think that we should have the right to open carry if we want to anyways. But with that being said, I think that about wraps it up for this video. I know it's been a few days, guys. It's been a few days. I do hope to get at least another video out before I head out today, but I'm not 100% sure if I will be able to. I'm hoping though. But with that being said, y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell. When you hit that bell, hit all. And whether or not actually this, again, guys, I've been doing a lot of informative videos. I like teaching people things. I like being informative. So this isn't really one of those whether or not you agree with me situations. These are some of the exceptions, if not all the exceptions, for when you may legally open carry in the state of Florida and the restrictions that go along with them. If I missed something, by all means, comment it down below. If you like the content or not, go and comment down below why or why not you liked it. Make sure to check out all my other videos. Y'all make sure to stay legal, stay safe, stay dangerous. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.